Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Tuesday, the 27th of July, 2021. We're about 8:25 a.m. And yes, I'm back from vacation. I began last night posting the afternoon updates, and today's the first morning update that we've done. Now, so far, we've had a bunch of reports come in this morning. We start the Fed FOMC meeting. It culminates tomorrow when we get the statement, the announcement, and then, of course, the question and answer period, the press conference, if you will, with Fed Chair Powell. The odds favor that the Fed is talking about tapering. The odds strongly favor they're not going to do anything about it. COVID-19 cases are overwhelming hospitals in different parts of the country, especially in parts of Florida right now. Other parts of the country, they're delaying operations as they take in more and more unvaccinated people. And there's just too many unvaccinated people in order to get herd immunity out there. Now, in the markets, well, as you go into this FOMC meeting, the question is, what do the stock markets want to do? Gold had a good pop this morning, trying to hold on here very nicely with about a $3 gain. Copper was down much harder this morning and has since bounced back. Now remember, part of what's hurting these markets is the fact that China is pulling many of its companies out of U.S. listings and telling them go to Hong Kong. And of course, the stock markets there are cratering on that news, because if you want to invest in China and you want to go to Hong Kong, fine, but you're not going to get the accounting principles that you do by listing on the U.S. exchanges, and that becomes an issue for some companies. At the top of the hour, what we're going to get today is the durable goods, but since then what we have gotten is the Red Book retail sales, and they look very strong, as you can see. Durable goods, advanced orders, the market was up 0.8. They expected a stronger number, so this is a bit of disappointment for the market. Ex-transportation about where they thought, but ex-defense only up 1%. They were looking for it almost double that. Case-Shiller, the home prices are just out of control. You know it, we know it, and they just keep moving. These are some of the strongest gains in decades, put it mildly. The European Central Bank data today showed that household borrowing grew by about 4%, up from the 3.9% the month before, but that's healthy. Nothing wrong with the households doing some borrowing. As we take a look at grain markets, they're getting a big pop this morning. In large part, this is due to the fact that what we're seeing going on in those markets is the crop ratings fell, and that's that hot and wet weather that we're getting. Now, it's supposed to moderate to a bit, but you're up 25 cents in beans. That's not a little bitty rally. Corn is up a dime. In bonds and notes, market is concerned with the Fed, and you're back down into the 1.24 and a fraction area in the 10-year note. While I was gone, I kept looking at one thing in my enhanced Bollinger Band course and the opportunities that present itself between when you get up to certain numbers on the Bollinger Band with an embedded slow stochastic reading. Take a look at this. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software, so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.